Good morning, everybody. Hey, it's Jody Breckville, Stampin' Queen, coming at you live on a very rainy, very yucky, very gray Wednesday morning. I hope that you guys are able to join me because this is the perfect day for stamping. Great day to be inside. Just hang out in your craft area and get it done today because the holidays are coming, are they not? So come on in, give me a like, love, let me know that you're here, comment for me so I know everything's working okay. Sometimes my internet gets a little bit wonky whenever the weather is like this. So we're hoping that transmission goes well. So I'm going to rely on you guys today to make sure to let me know if anything goes south. So good morning, Lori. Good morning, Pat. Oh, you had snow yesterday. Eek, that's getting early for snow. I saw that maybe Northwest Pennsylvania will have some. You know, they have that lake effect, so they may have some snow. It's still kind of warm here, which is why we have so much rain. And never complain about rain. As a farmer, we never complain about rain because we need it. But sounds like the temp is going to drop pretty good. And I'm supposed to leave for my retreat tomorrow. So we go up in the mountains. And so I'm going to hope that wet weather and cold temperatures do not cause us any problems to get to retreat. You know what I'm saying? Like, get us there, Lord. We need this retreat together. There's 13 of us going and we need to be together. It's the time of year. We love spending our sisterhood of the traveling stamps. That's what we call ourselves. So once we get there, anything can happen, right? Let it snow, let it rain, whatever. We don't care if we get caught there and have to stay longer. So anyway, we are going to do a little bit of fun folding today, and this is my creative escape for December. Registration for this class ends tomorrow, so if you like what you see, you still have a couple more days to get it. Now, if you are a subscriber, you're already getting it, and I also have a special offer for you. So hang tight, and we'll get rolling because we are going to work with Regal Winter. It's on page 35 of the mini catalog. And just a real quick shout, the bundle is retiring, the ribbon is retiring, and the paper is retiring. So these items are getting ready to leave. Some of them are on sale. We did that last week. And so if you haven't had a chance to get it, you can go ahead and snag it. I am including the gems and the paper in your class kit. So while we are waiting for a couple others to come in, just a quick reminder, free shipping ends today. That's on order $75 or more. My link for a class is in the description of the video. You can also find my shopping link in there. And then, of course, we are in Last Chance as well. So Last Chance in that holiday catalog, some kits, some, what else? Online exclusives, some previous carryover items, some previous clearance rack items. So we're having a big sale while supplies last. So just a quick reminder about that. So shall we get stamping since we have some friends on today? They're ready for a fun fold class because I know you guys like fun folds. So we're just going to jump right in today. All right, so we're going to start off with this project. Good morning, Colleen. This one is just a little bit of a different way of opening your card. I love this one because purple is my favorite. So this is a Blackberry Bliss card. So we're going to start off with our basic white. Now keep in mind, you can just purchase the tutorial should you want. If you already have all the goods, go ahead and just sign up for the tutorial. We're going to do a little bit of scoring here. So I have to remind myself, it's been so long since I made these projects. So I need to remind myself about scoring. So we're going to score at 1 1/4 and 4 1/4 for this project. I did some things ahead of time, especially the stamping and the die cutting, because that just makes it a little bit easier for you guys to follow along. Morning, MJ. So glad to see you. All right, so we're going to take our card and we are going to have that smaller section on the left. So this is basically just the standard fold in the middle, right? So just standard fold that one. Then you're going to take that little smaller bit that's about a 1 1/4 and you're just going to fold that back on itself. Highly recommend when you guys are doing fun folds, 2 things I recommend for fun folds. your bone folder for sure, and some serious good adhesive, okay? Because you're kind of making that cardstock do against its natural grain, and we want to make sure that it stays together, which after I just tell you, that's all right, I got some green glue. I was going to say, I just tell you the two things, important things to have, and one of the items I'm already missing. Yeah, that's how this day's going to go, apparently. All right, so we've got some DSP and some Blackberry Bliss here. It's gorgeous, gorgeous Regal Flora. So, so pretty. It's gilt paper, you know, you're going to be like, I don't know which side to use because it's all pretty. So I like my green glue for this, or we talked about the My Sweet Petunia glue before, and I might have to grab that because this one, nope, there we decided to run. It's a little cold in the studio this morning. So we are going to put our DSP to a layer of Blackberry Bliss. And I like that green glue especially because you have that chance to kind of shift and shuffle around a little bit to make sure you got that, because it's a small border. It's like a 1/8 border, right? So now we're going to take that and we're going to add that to our card front. So we don't want to do anything with this flap just yet until we get this piece on. So let's layer that one down there. Okay, now we can actually flip that back. Now you can glue it down should you want, or I think I'm going to leave it open so it kind of stretches itself out. I'm not gonna glue it down, but you totally could. That's going to be a dealer's choice kind of deal. We are going to do a layer there on that side. Oh, my glue's running now. Holy cow. Now I have excess. All right, so teeny tiny little borders there. You can always make those borders a little bit bigger should you choose. I did 1/8 of an inch, but I know as I'm getting older, that's getting harder. Are you guys struggling with that sometimes? Bifocal babes, how about you? As I'm getting older, those 1/8 are not as easy to see as they used to be back in the day. So might do a 1/4 inch border, and that's okay. 1/4 inch works okay. I haven't quite had to graduate to 1/8 of an inch just yet. We're going to take a piece of basic white. That's going to be, nope, let's not do that first. Let's put our DSP on. So we've got that basic white, which that's going to become the inside. Hey, Gian and Joan, so glad to see our West Coast friends are up in the morning. It's a little early for you guys there, is it not? West Coast girls. All right, so we're going to add that on there. Just a little pop of color on the side, and now we can go ahead and attach that to another layer of Blackberry Bliss. That goes on the inside of our card, but it will be visible. And so I do want to take a little time and make sure I get that on there correctly. Okay. Oh, 7 a.m. Oh, Joan, you got your coffee? You up with your coffee? I hope so. Thanks for joining me. You might still be in your jammies this morning. Okay, so there's our fun fold, right? Super, super easy, quick, and cute. And I just love that different shades with the purple. I'll let you look at it a little bit longer so you can ooh and ah. Ain't that pretty? Okay, so here's what we need to do now is kind of make our little cluster here. And you'll have to go with me. We're going to go into the land of pretend a little bit because Princess Becky, one of my die cutting gals, she has got some of my dies, and I wasn't going to run over there and get them just to do this class. So I'm making do, and we might have to pretend that I have this die, which I don't, but we are going to use this stylish shape. Now, if you are getting the class, that's going to be die cut for you. You don't have to worry about that. So let's do our stamping first. And we need some Blackberry Bliss and Missing You. Now that comes, this is a sentiment in the stamp set, and you can choose any sentiment. I'm sure people would have like thousands of different stamp sets. but I wanted to use all of them. And both of my kids are gone. And so my daughter's in New York and my son just moved to Tennessee. So I think this is a good card for me because I am missing them big time. Big time, big time. It's so nice when you get to have them home for the holiday, but then they leave and you're just like, oh my goodness. Actually, we didn't even have our son for the holiday. He had just moved, and so he didn't come back for Thanksgiving. And I'm not sure they're coming for Christmas either. So things get different when your kids are big, right? All right, so now we're just going to kind of layer these around. We're just going to frame our sentiment there on that circle. So these are all done in Blackberry Bliss, which if you look at mine, you're going to say, that looks awfully light, Jody. And that's because my Blackberry Bliss went through class yesterday and could use a little bit of juice, I have a feeling. All right, so just keep framing that piece there. And I'm just using the green glue. Let's tuck this little guy in here. And then I'm going to put a dimensional with that final flower just for a little pop. Okay, so there we are. Now, the one thing that we need to be careful of is when we put this on our card, we want to be cautious about where we're putting the pop dots, right? Or the dimensionals. So I'm just going to, I want them right on this center panel because I didn't glue it down, right? So we'll have those dimensionals on there and we can add our circle like so. Okay, so we don't want to have any adhesive here and we don't want to have any adhesive here or our card won't open and you're going to send it to a friend and they're going to be like, what is wrong with her? She glued her card shut. All right, so that final one is going to have the little pop right there. And what did I just do? I glued my card shut. Oh my gosh, just go back to bed. Gian's still in bed. I need to be in bed. No, I didn't. What is that? Oh, it picked up adhesive somewhere. All right, I'll get that undone. That's just a little, I must have got some on the table. I did. Okay, I didn't glue my card shut. Whew. All right, now let's get ourselves some gems, shall we? A little bit of bling here and there. So I'm going to take one of these. Well, I got one left, so let's use that one. And we'll just put that right here for a little pop of color, a little bling on there. Okay, so there we go. I'll just fix that a little bit later. Fun fold. This is not new DSP, Joan. This is actually the Regal Winter Designer Series paper that matches this suite. And let's see if we can find it. It is on sale, page 35 of the holiday catalog. So it's on sale for $11.25. It was $12.50. So go snag yourself some while supplies last. Okay, we got another card. Maybe I'm warming up now. I'll get into the hang of this Stampin' thing. What do you think? Some days you feel like it's your first day, right? All right, let's set those over there. Let's go blue, shall we? Here is our next one. I must have adhesive on my hand because everything is sticky. That green glue, right? Am I right with the green glue? All right, there is I don't know what it's called, but I'm calling it the flip and flap. So we have got a piece of Night of Navy. And we need to score that at 2 7/8. Whoops, 2 7/8. Say it again. 2 7/8. Then I'm going to turn it and do 2 3/4. Okay. Bone folder. So this one, it does have a bigger top than bottom. Now it's okay. You know, it's not really a matter if you flip this one or flip that one, but ideally that little bit of a bigger flap is to be at the top and it kind of will hold that shut. Now we're going to take some adhesive here and we're going to add this to a boho blue card base. I love these blues together. Very happy with the boho and the navy. I think it's very sharp. Okay, now let's go ahead. Let's put our paper on and then we'll do some stamping. So obviously you're going to have one piece of DSP just a smidge bigger than the other one. And if you purchase the class, you're going to get the tutorial with all the dimensions, or you can just simply buy the tutorial yourself. You should have decided which was the bigger piece, Breckville. That's a smaller piece, so that goes on the bottom. So I do have the tutorial available as well, that you can just, if you have all your own projects or product, right? But if you get the class, half a pack of paper, the gems, you'll get the ribbon, the supplies, everything that you'll need. I got it done for you. Actually, my princesses are doing the die cutting. God bless them. Let's go that way. So this is the bigger one. And again, I'm killing myself with these 1/8, but you can make it a quarter if you would rather. Making my eyeballs work, especially on a gray day. Okay, so here's how we flip flap. Cute, right? Okay, so let's do some stamping now. We haven't really done much stamping yet. What'd you do with your navy ink pad, lady? I put it away. Hold, please. I'm starting to try to clean up and pack at the same time so I can get ready to go on this retreat. I'm going to get all my Christmas cards done. All right, sending love your way. And then ahead of time, I die cut this piece that is in the bundle. Get that out there. Come on. So I had that done ahead of time. This piece is in the bundle, and then I stamped these two in the boho blue. Okay, now let's go ahead and do a stamp on here. Wishing I were there to give you a hug. Another sentiment that is perfect to send to my kiddos. Oh, I'm a little crooked, but that's okay. No worries, no worries. Okay, this can go on the inside. There we go. Now on the outside, I'm going to take a little bit of the green glue here, and I'm just going to put a couple little dollops on this floral border. I don't want it on the whole thing. All right, is everything going okay with this live? Like, is it glitchy at all? Because it was pouring down rain here a couple seconds ago. So hopefully it's working all right. So this is just going to border along the bottom. Just like that. Now, again, this is another one that we want to be careful where we put our adhesive. We only want our adhesive right on the top. So I'm just going to put some dimensionals right across the top there. Don't want to glue our card shut. We haven't lost our minds completely yet. Okay, then I'm going to put this, tuck this a little bit behind there, which I probably should have done before I put my dimensional down. Okay. So maybe we'll just go up at the top because it seems to be fitting a little bit better at the top. Sometimes you just have to alternate things, right, to make it work a little bit better for you. So, and these are just little pops of color, right? I'll have to put a dimensional right up at the top of this. Freezes a little. Oh, okay. Summer. Well, that could be what's happening in your area too. If you're having bad weather, you might have the glitchiness too. Usually it'll tell me, but yeah, it's just kind of one of those days. All right, so let's get our gems here, and we're going to go with some of these navy ones. So we'll just bling these up a little bit because everything's better with bling. Okay, card number 2. I think on this one, I did stamp down there in the corner too. So cute, yeah? All right, let's do another one, another purple card. All right, so here is our purple card. Yeah, it was pouring here too, Pat. Like it seems like it has stopped. I mean, it's been steady rain, but it was really, really pouring. And the farmer is on his way out west. And so I had heard that there was going to be like some serious wind coming. So luckily he just messaged and said his flight was not delayed because I was a little worried about that. So this is a triple diamond stepper card. Okay, so it looks like this. And this is the piece. I don't have this right now because that die is over at Becky's. So we're not going to put our sentiment on, but you'll get the gist of the card, even without the sentiment. So we've got our piece, and I used thick white here for this one. Seems like it held its shape just a little bit better. And I didn't bring my notes to self, so I have no idea where I scored these. Oh, I have them. Hold on. I'm so blessed you guys hang out with me, even though I'm like a giant cluster when I'm doing these lives. Okay, thank you for sticking around. So we are going to score at 3, 6, 7.5, 9, and 10. This does not feel right. This does not feel right to me. Oh my Lord. I know why, because my paper's not 11 inches long. Why? How did that get cut wrong? It needs to be 11. All right. You guys want to hold on for a second? I'm going to go get a paper that is correct. Talk amongst yourselves. Phew. Okay, so sorry, you guys, so sorry. Yeah, I was just like, this is not, like, my gut is telling me this is not right. Let's do that again. It needs to be 11 inches long. So let's try it again. I was good up until the 10, and I'm like, this 10 is not right. 3 inches, 6 inches, 7.5, 9, and 10. Now, that feels much better. Okay, let's do our fold. So it is Mountain Valley, Mountain Valley. Okay, so we're going to take this piece and we're going to fold it mountain. And then valley, mountain, valley, mountain. Okay, so it actually, that big long piece of paper gets super small, doesn't it? I'm going to make those folds really good and crisp. Okay, so I'll let you look at this. Does that help? So that you can see when you're doing yours. Okay, so this is what it'll look like. And back here is where you could put your stamp, your saying, your sentiment, that type of thing, because there really isn't an inside of this card. So let's go ahead and put our designer series paper down. So we've got many pieces of DSP, and that's all written in the tutorial. Okay, again with the 8s, man, what is your deal today, Breckville? And this is actually this is a case from Susan Campfield. She did a whole bunch of these, and I was like, I love purple, and I love this fun fold, so I totally copied it from her. A couple of little tweaks maybe, but not many. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so there every other, we're going to do our DSP. It's weird things happening to you, Colleen. Huh, wonder what is going on. Something's up in the universe. Holidays are coming maybe. So there's what we'll look like. So now we've got some white pieces and some designer series paper. And then here's a piece that I did the embossing with just to give a little bit of focal, little difference for your eyeballs. So that's the middle panel. So we'll attach that to the white. Now you'll keep in mind when you're putting these together that these are squares, but they're going to be attached diagonally. That's the pretty DSP that we used, on the first card. So these were some scraps I had that were left over. So we went ahead and used those. And then here's a piece, a little piece here, another little square. Oh, you're coming to bingo, Lori? Yay. I'm so happy. I can't wait. It feels like it's been so long since we played bingo. So since Lori brought up bingo, I'll do a quick little promo. Stamp Some Love Bingo. We call it Zingo because it is bingo on Zoom. If you're local, though, you can come to my studio and you can hang out with us in person and we do it together. But we are doing that on Saturday, January 11th. We're going to kick off the new year with our Zingo event, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern. Registration is open now and will close on December 19th. So I wanted to get that all taken care of before the holiday so that everyone can go enjoy Christmas, enjoy New Year's, and then in the new year, we're going to get together and we're going to stamp some love. So we're going to do lots of sort of love you, thinking of you, Valentine-y. We're using the Marbled Elegance. And I just got this new heart shaped. So I don't know if some of you have gotten this one or if it's on your list. It just arrived, so I haven't had a chance to look at it, but I really thought this is very cute. My heart loves your heart. My thoughts of you are all heart shaped just because I care. Hello. And I love these cutie little flowers there. We got a thank you. And then it has a set of dies that coordinate and love this. Super love that. So can't wait to play with that one a little bit. So as we're starting to think towards holidays and Valentine's Day coming in February, the month of love. And if you hang out with me, I've got Valentine Week coming up. So we're going to kick off the new year with Valentine Week and then end with our Stamp the Love Zingo. So super excited for that. So if you want more information about my bingo, let me know. Registration is open now and it is always a lot of fun. We gather from all over the country and have a blast. All right, so we've got these squares done and now it's time to attach them. Just being careful, they're going to attach diagonally. Let me make sure I'm telling you correctly. So this big square here, you're just going to take the points and line that up with the fold. So you're being careful. I think I like it this way, the DSP orientation. So just be careful where you're putting your, put your adhesive. Okay. So you just want it down in that bottom part of the square. All right, so let's get these points lined up, and that green glue gives us a little time to shift and maneuver. Okay, there we are. Okay, now that's the one that the points line up. These, you do not have the points line up. You're going to have the point that goes down into this fold right here. Okay. And it's a little bit of eyeball just to make sure that you've kind of got it even on both sides. I also kind of watch that point, these 2 points, to line up with each other. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing with this little baby right down here. Just a little bit of adhesive right down in that point. And it's going to match the bottom of your card. Okay, so it looks a little bit more difficult than I think it is. So to finish that card, you're going to take a little bit of ribbon, that just tie a knot and glue dot that there, and then you'll stamp your sentiment. It's just attached to the point. That's it. right there. There's some dimensionals. Add your gems, and these dies will be cut out for you. That's why I don't have them. They're at Princess's house. Okay, so there, and it does fold up and fit in an envelope. So yay for that. So triple diamond stair stepper card. All right, we've got one more project. Now keep in mind when you get your Creative Escape, you're making 2 of every project. So you get all 4 projects making 2. That's an 8 card class. Now, one thing that I'm doing is a little extra something something. So if you register by tomorrow, and the registration link is in this video description, it's on my social media and it's been emailed out, but if you can't find it, message me and let me know. I am giving away a 1-sheet wonder class. Okay, so you're going to have all the instructions and the cardstock telling you how to cut your paper and get all 3 of these cards out of a 1/4 sheet of paper. So there's one with the wild wheat and early espresso, and then I did it with Pretty Peacock, and they're just gorgeous, right? So you could actually get 12 cards from 1 sheet of paper. Super, super cool. And you're getting the supplies that you need to make it. Then I did another one. This is from Patty Bennett. This one, I wanted to showcase a couple cards I did beforehand. So you just take your piece of paper and you stamp kind of down the middle and across, and then you cut it and you get these gorgeous projects. Love this one. Calypso Coral, Misty Moonlight, Flirty Flamingo, Coastal Cabana, and Summer Splash. And that pretty color combination, love that. And like I said, it's 1 sheet of paper. You just stamp down the middle, you stamp across the middle, and you cut it, and then you add any sentiments of choice. So love that. Very quick, very easy projects. And then here are 2 more that I created using the same bundle with Berry Burst and Shaded Spruce. And then this is the new Basic Beige. So super, super pretty. Love this bundle. Love it, love it. All right, so let's go ahead and do our last project. This one is just a cute little pocket card. Very cute, very quick, very, very demure, very mindful. What the TikTokers say, and that's what my daughter says. Very demure, very mindful. Okay, so we're going to take a piece of designer series paper and we're going to score it a little bit. And I really love this. Doesn't that just look luxurious? It almost looks velvety to me, like maybe you should make your holiday dress out of this paper. So pretty. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of scoring. When you're scoring, be very careful on your DSP. You don't want to be very heavy-handed because we don't want to tear through our paper. So our paper here is 10 1/4 by 4, and you literally did not write down your score lines, you goofball. And I can't take it apart. I'm going to guess that's 1 inch. All right, let's see if I can do some measuring. Hold on, guys. Oh, did I write it on here? I didn't. Okay, so we are going to, this is 1 inch. So we're going to score at 1 inch. And I like to use the very fat ball there and score that. So 1 inch there. And then this one, that's, 4. So I wonder if I'm scoring. Let's fold this one down. This will be in your tutorial, trust me. All right, let's see if we did it. And then I'll tell you if I was right. Yes. Okay, good measuring, lady. Oh my. So you're going to score at 4 1/4, actually, I think it was. 4 1/4 by 1. No. 1 and 5. 1 inch, 5 inch. I have to write that down before I forget. Okay, there we go. 5 inches and then 1 inch. There we go. That'll make the little pocket. Now you are going to take a little strip of DSP and you're going to add that to the front of that flap. I'm going to go ahead and glue the flap down actually. So let's do that. Glue that flap down and then just take that little bit of DSP and I'm just placing it on the front. It's going to hold the pocket. So we're not putting any adhesive on the edges. We're just letting that DSP do the work of holding the pocket shut. So this is always cute because you can put something in there. Like you could put maybe a little hot chocolate pack or very thin candies or a tea bag or a packet of flower seeds. Little pocket cards are super nice to have. So let's add our adhesive so we can put that onto our card base. And that's cherry cobbler. I don't know if I said that or not. Cherry cobbler. Now, I don't have my stamp cleaner with me, so I'm not going to stamp that, but these two pieces layer together. So white and pretty peacock. Put your stamp across there. I also did a little stamp on the bottom there too. Looks like maybe the rain has stopped for a little bit. I have lots of errands I have to run. So I'm going to do that as soon as I'm done here with you guys. So there's our pocket, slides right in there. Now it's just time to do our decoration. So I did stamp these flowers in cherry cobbler and we're going to add our little greenery around it. So let's see. Let's do one of these here. And then we'll have two of these hanging down here. That one, I cut that one off a little. So let's cover up my faux pas. Ha, no one will know except you guys. Okay, so there we just have that. And that's going to hang out right here. And I am going to put that on with a couple dimensionals. I thought I had them, but there they are. They were hiding. Okay, I want to be careful where my dimensionals go because I don't want to accidentally glue my whole pocket. There we go. Isn't that cute? Now, perfect. These little pink gems, we're going to put those right in the center of our flowers. Okay, isn't that cute? So that one you had to pretend a little. This one we had to pretend a little. But here is our 4 cards. So we have that cute pocket card. We have the diamond stair stepper. We have the flipper flopper. And you get to make 2 of each project. Okay, so that is the Fun Regal Flora Fun Fold class. Plus, if you sign up by tomorrow, you're going to get the free One Sheet Wonder class as well. So if you're a subscriber, no need to worry. You're already getting it. You don't have to do a thing unless you need to add on a stamp set or something like that. And if you just want the tutorial, you can grab that. Description is right, or the registration and details are right below in the description. So thank you all so much for joining me today. It's always a pleasure to hang out with you guys. And I will be back next Wednesday, right? Next Wednesday, we will be live 10 a.m. Eastern, and I'm going to use the same suite, but I'm going to do my monthly make and take class, which is a scoring class. So hopefully you can come back and join me next week. If you're catching the replay, hello, replay friends. Make sure you say hello and let us know that you're here on replay. All right, everyone, I'm heading to the store. Wish me luck. Don't be jealous. Walmart on a rainy day before Christmas. I love it. All right, everyone, stay safe. Love ya. Bye-bye.